Happy Friday. Hello, everybody. It is me, Maris, and I'm like trying to, there's my camera. And I hope you're having a most wonderful, magical Friday. And we're going to do a weekend energy forecast. It's been a long time since I've been able to get a reading, do a public reading. And sometimes I'll tell you it has to do with logistics and time. But often lately it's been like nothing new, nothing's really changed when you look at the general overall, when you're doing such almost a vague blanket reading, or a blanket reading at least, because it's just like what's the energy coming in. It's not always person specific. City specific, something to that effect, So that's what makes it a little bit, well, that's kind of weird. Some of this, okay, well, that card was sitting right up, so it's the Bison Totem. So I'm going to use that card because when I opened up, that's what was there. So for whatever reason, I need to use that card. So Matt's here. He's sitting over there. He's playing on his phone. He just waved to say hello. Okay, that one stood up. Okay, so we've got that and that. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, but I've been working over at the lake, and let me tell you, I love my gig. I love it a lot. It's fun. It's full-time in the summer, and then after that, I guess either if I decide to stay or they decide to let me stay or whatever, something to that effect, that it's like really part-time hours, which works out great because in this fall and winter is when I'm really kind of busy here. The summertime kind of gets a little slow, so. But I'm using the Medicine Woman deck, and Matt and I had got together this morning, and then we were just kind of like hanging out here okay, that's it. Hanging out here in the front room, and so I decided, well, hey, let's do a reading, especially since Matt is here. Now, if Matt was really cool, he would have been playing this singing bowl, but no, it's just kind of like, oh, that was an afterthought. If I had thought about it beforehand, he would have been doing the music or the singing bowls. But let's go ahead and take a look at our first line, and this is about the energy coming in. And so, remember I said that first card was Bison Totem. And when the bison comes in, it's talking about, it's good stuff. It's a good totem. It's strong medicine, it's healthy medicine, and it's talking about abundance. Abundance isn't always money. It can be opportunities. It can be gifts. Somebody can come by and give you a new car or a new truck. That would be so cool. I'd love a pop-up tent camper, just for the record. But it's, just good things coming your way. And so this is a lot of good, strong energy coming in for our Father's Day weekend. Now, our obstacle here is stories, and let's go a little closer. Well, it's not. Let's pull back here. That way we see it a little bit better. And this is about rehashing up some memories. Rehashing up memories. And I'm going to say, so there's like, what I feel is that there's this estranged feeling. Now, this estranged feeling doesn't always have to do with, the father and the child, or the father and the child not being on good terms. We can be estranged because we are 1,000 miles away. So let's say your dad's deployed over and I'm just using the word Afghanistan. It's not for anybody in particular. It's just Afghanistan. Your dad's over in Afghanistan or Tokyo, or where it's a good day's travel to get back together So it's a long distance. That's an estrangement by logistics. So this is, having to kind of stick to memories or rehashing a story in order to keep that energy, and I'm going to use the word alive, that energy alive. Now, what's interesting is that the help is the sacred sexuality. But we're going to go a little bit deeper than that thought process of sexuality. And we're going to look at it as our sacred, intimate self. Our sacred, intimate self. So what we are, that energy that comes through, and I like the spiral. That spiral, it talks about movement, going forward, going through. And in that is that we are able to find that balance, especially if we are estranged from dad, or dad is estranged from family. He's deployed or on the other side of the world, whatever. Maybe he's in prison. You don't know, but there's a reason that they can't be connected, physically connected in with their family that day. So there's that lot of yucky kind of sad feeling with that. However, your intimate self holds on to really good, happy memories with that, and that is what allows you to be connected. But, starting out, remember, we got a lot of abundance and good things coming in with our energy. Now, the second line is about where we are in all of this Melibahess called life. No, actually, I like life. Life is very cool. I'm going to use his little stone here for the third card. And so our first card, and we're going to look at over here, is the Eagle Totem. And that Eagle Totem is, when it's right side up, is about rising above, being the better person, widen your perspective, look at things from a blanket point of view, meaning going all over. And in this, this Eagle Totem is upside down. And when you see that upside down, guys, that's usually talking about flying under the radar, kind of being a little humble and nondescript in what you're doing. So don't be the one looking for the limelight at the Father's Day barbecue. Okay? Keep it mellow. Fly under the radar. Again, let me say, keep it mellow. That's really important. All right, so we're looking at that Eagle Totem upside down. Now, something that's a little bit of an obstacle is the spirit of the earth, and that's kind of a struggle for you in this. And I'm laughing because it's sometimes we have a different idea about how things are that doesn't always resonate with everybody else. Going back to this Eagle Totem and flying under the radar, the spirit of the earth, what I'm looking at is this obstacle. It's really important for you to recognize and give credit to yourself for your personal beliefs and the way that you perceive experiences in your life, okay? Give honor and respect to yourself on that. But this is not the weekend or the time to expect that others will give you that same sense of respect and courtesy that you try to give to yourself. Fly under the radar and let some of those things just roll off. They're really not important in the long run. And they may feel a little hurtful in the moment, but remember who you are and that you are strong within that, and let it roll. Some things you just need to let it roll. And some of other people's nonsense or the way that they perceive things, especially when you don't agree with it, just let it roll. It's not important to invest your energy or your thoughts within that. And then intuition. I love the intuition card because this is about know when to. What is that song? The Gambler.
Know when to hold them.
Know when to hold them and know when to fold them. So you will have that insight on how to play the game of life this weekend and do a very awesome job playing it. In fact, I see I get a lot of good success. It's like avoiding a lot of storms or catastrophes or things that could have been a catastrophe. You seemingly avoid them. You know, cats have 9 lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to use all 9 of them. You're not going to have to use all 9 of them. I'm just saying you have really, there's more things in favor of you and giving strength to you than there are things that are against you. So that makes that pretty dang important. Now, this last line is where are things going to headed to. So by the end of the weekend and moving into Monday, and we got some good stuff, folks. Oh my gosh. We are starting out with healing, so all's well that ends well. You come out unscathed, if not in a better place than what you start with on Friday. So I like that. That's a good, strong energy. And I'm laughing here because our obstacle is empowerment. Okay, so you're going to feel at your 115%, and you're going to feel a little bit, what I'm going to say, cocky, and haughty, and Haughty, haughty, mellow it out, guys. Mellow it out. You're supposed to be flying under the radar, so it's important for you to fly under the radar, okay? And then where do we end this weekend? Going into Monday. We are the spirit of fire, and we are on fire, shining on fire in a good way, not a bad way. And we actually, like that cat landing on their feet, honey, we didn't have to use any of our extra lives. We come out very unscathed. We come out very much on top, somewhat ahead, on a good rhythm. So we'll be, hitting into Monday really, 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 really strong. Remember, chance favors a prepared mind. So yeah, you do have this Father's Day weekend, and sometimes people don't have good memories or good experiences with their dad. Sometimes their dad, because he's in the military or whatever, is a zillion miles away, or it feels like he's a zillion miles away. And or maybe dad's already transitioned onto the next level, and we can't be with him, or he can't be with us. And so there's a lot of feelings going on there. Be cool about those things. And what I'm saying is fly under the radar. Don't buy into it. Don't invest a lot of negative energy into it. Celebrate your dad if you can, if you have the ability to be there and celebrate your dad, or dad, celebrate your family. You're only a dad because you got family, right? Okay. Anyway, so Matt just gave me a funny look, and I'm like, shit. Anyway, have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and remember, you come out on top, but you gotta lay low and fly under the radar. So make good choices. Peace, love, and harmony. And if you see me out at the lake, say hello. I love connecting with people.